Imagine waking up every day feeling like you've been hit by a truck, your skin looking as pale as moonlight, and your brain as foggy as a misty morning. No, you're not turning into a vampire, but you might be facing a sneaky health villain, iron deficiency and its sidekick, anemia. This silent thief affects millions, stealing their energy and vitality right under their noses. Today, we're unmasking this crafty culprit and revealing 10 telltale signs that it might be lurking in your body. Ready for some ironclad intel? Number 1. You're always tired. Let's kick things off with the energy vampire itself, fatigue. We're not talking about your garden variety tiredness after a late-night Netflix binge. This is the kind of exhaustion that makes you wonder if gravity suddenly got stronger. Iron is like your body's personal oxygen courier. It helps shuttle oxygen to every nook and cranny of your system. When you're low on iron, this delivery service goes haywire. Suddenly, climbing a flight of stairs feels like scaling Mount Everest, and your brain turns into a sloth on vacation. Sandy Proctor, a registered dietitian and assistant professor, puts it perfectly. If you don't have enough iron, you might not have the capacity to do work. And by work, she means everything from solving crossword puzzles to bench pressing your body weight. So, if you're feeling like a smartphone perpetually stuck at 1% battery, it might be time to check your iron levels. Number 2. Your skin looks paler than usual. Next up on our iron deficiency hit list is the ghost-like pallor. If your mirror is starting to look like a scene from a vintage black and white film, iron might be the missing color in your palette. Here's the deal. Iron is crucial for making hemoglobin, the stuff that gives your blood its rich, red hue. When iron levels plummet, so does your hemoglobin count. The result? Your skin loses its healthy glow faster than a vampire at sunrise. Proctor explains, when it's lacking, that's why a person might be pale. So if friends keep asking if you're feeling okay or suggesting you get some sun, it might not be your gothic fashion choices. It could be your iron levels playing hide and seek. Number 3. Your hands and feet are always cold. Are your hands and feet always cold even in the middle of summer? Before you blame poor circulation or start Googling reptilian DNA, consider this. It could be iron deficiency. Circulation issues can be a sign of an iron deficiency. When you're low on iron, your body prioritizes sending blood to vital organs. That means your extremities get left out in the cold, literally. If your doctor hears you complaining about cold hands and feet, they might consider checking your iron levels. Number 4. You want to eat dirt and experience other unusual cravings. Now, this one's a bit strange, but stick with me. Have you ever had the urge to eat dirt? Or maybe chalk? If you're nodding your head or looking at me like I've lost my marbles, you might be experiencing a condition called pica. Pica is sometimes associated with iron deficiency, especially during pregnancy. These cravings might be for items like dirt or chalk. While researchers aren't 100% sure why this happens, it's often linked to nutritional deficiencies, with iron being a prime suspect. So if you find yourself eyeing up that potted plant a little too hungrily, it might be time for a chat with your doctor. Number 5. You are having trouble focusing. Feel like your brain has been replaced with cotton candy? Having trouble remembering your own phone number? Before you resign yourself to a life of post-it notes and phone reminders, consider this. It could be iron deficiency turning your sharp mind into a not-so-sharp one. Researchers at Pablo de Olavide University in Spain found that iron deficiency can mess with your cognitive functions faster than a magnet scrambles a hard drive. It can interfere with your attention span, making concentrating harder than herding cats. So if you're struggling to follow the plot of your favorite TV show or finding yourself reading the same paragraph 5 times, don't just chalk it up to information overload. Your iron levels might be staging a sit-in, leaving your brain to fend for itself. Number 6. You are not interested in the things that once excited you. Remember when you used to get excited about, well, anything? If you're feeling more meh than yeah lately, iron deficiency could be stealing your mojo. Listlessness can be a sign of anemia. If you don't have the energy or interest in activities that you used to enjoy doing, you may have an iron deficiency. If you're finding that your symptoms are interfering with your quality of life or your ability to go about your daily activities, or if you are profoundly weary, it's time to consider an iron deficiency. Number 7. You experience shortness of breath. Ever feel like you've run a marathon after simply walking to the mailbox? Finding yourself panting like a dog in summer after a flight of stairs? Before you blame it on that gym membership you haven't used since New Year's, consider this. Your iron levels might be gasping for help. When there's a shortage of iron in your body, it's like trying to run a car with an almost empty gas tank. Your body goes into overdrive, trying to get more oxygen to your muscles and organs with limited resources. The result? You're left feeling breathless, and not in the romantic swept-off-your-feet kind of way. Proctor explains it simply. Again, the failure to carry oxygen in the blood and to the muscles is at the root of this breathless sensation. So if you find yourself winded more often than a chatty game show host, it might be time to pump up those iron levels. Number 8. You experience dizziness and headaches. Feeling dizzy? Got a headache that just won't quit? Before you start planning an elaborate excuse to get out of your commitments, consider getting your iron levels checked. Low iron levels in the body can impact your brain. When you do not get enough oxygen, this can trigger headaches and dizziness. It's like your brain is running on fumes, desperately trying to keep everything functioning with limited resources. Number 9. You can't keep your legs still. Do your legs have a mind of their own, especially when you're trying to catch some Z's? Before you accuse them of secretly training for a marathon while you sleep, consider this. Restless leg syndrome could be a sign of iron deficiency. A study by the brilliant minds at Johns Hopkins University found a link between low iron levels and that irresistible urge to move your legs. It's like your legs are trying to escape the iron deficiency, one twitch at a time. So if you find yourself doing the cha-cha in your sleep, or your partner complains about your nightly leg aerobics, it might be time to have a chat with your doctor about your iron levels. Who knows, a little iron boost might just be the ticket to peaceful, dance-free nights. Number 10. Your heart feels like it is beating really fast. Last but not least, let's talk about your ticker. If your heart feels like it's auditioning for a drum solo in a rock band, it could be a sign of severe iron deficiency. A rapid heartbeat is not normal and can be a sign of an iron deficiency. According to a study, a severe iron deficiency can manifest into overt heart failure and cause left ventricular dysfunction. So if your heart's racing faster than a cheetah on caffeine, don't ignore it. There you have it, 10 signs that iron might be playing hide and seek in your body. Remember, while these symptoms can point to iron deficiency, they can also be red flags for other health issues. The only way to know for sure is to visit your doctor and get a blood test. Iron deficiency is common, but it's also treatable. So don't let this sneaky health thief rob you of your vitality. Stay curious, stay healthy, and keep that iron flowing. Don't forget to subscribe for more health insights. Your body will thank you later.